Hi, it is 2:54 in the afternoon, and I have come prepared this time. So, I guess it's just Sam here with a story. In light of the recent events in Orlando, for those of you who may be watching this later and may have forgotten, we had the most prolific terrorist attack in the US since 9/11. And a lot of people think that it might be on the grounds of the establishment itself, which happened to be a gay bar. I'm just going to give a story and hopefully you guys will get the message. So, um, I went to Catholic Memorial for a little bit in my life. I went there for about a year and a half until some things happened and I decided to transfer to the school that I used to go to. Um, when I was there was a lot of conservatism. Well, it was a Catholic school, so that's kind of expected, but a lot of people didn't really have an open mind when it came to sexualities. They had been taught their entire life by their parents, their pastors, and everything that being gay was wrong, or being trans was wrong, or being any sexuality besides straight was wrong. And I was kind of under that mindset too. I know it's, for those of you who know me now, it might be weird to be able to hear that, but I was under that mindset for a long time because it's all that I had been exposed to. I remember one day I was feeling really, really bad. I had just gotten in a fight with my family that morning, and I went to school, and I wasn't in the best shape. Something happened that day that I still remember, even though it's really small, but I keep it close. So that thing is, I was walking through the halls, and I looked down, and there was this guy named Luke, and he could tell, and I hadn't really talked to him much before. I hadn't really had a full-on conversation with him before that, but um, I had talked to him in passing, and he just smiled at me, just a random act of kindness, and I smiled back, and that instantly put me in a good mood. I knew that someone out there at least was looking out for me, not just myself. I wasn't alone in the world. Even if it's just the tiniest little thing, it was still important to me. And after that, we started talking. I found out that he was actually in a bunch of my classes and got to know each other a lot better. But then when I left Catholic Memorial, we fell out of touch, which is kind of sad because I would have considered him a good friend. Then I found out from, well, Facebook, from checking around, Luke was trans the entire time. I know that he had to go through a lot of bullying before he came out. I know that he had to do that. A lot of people thought that he was gay, and so they were really railing on him. And then when he became a her and finally came out as trans, so now her name is Elle, she took a lot of flack for that at that point in time, and still, assumedly, to this day. So I ended up posting the story that I'm sharing with you right now about how a lot of people will spread negativity and will bully others on things that they don't necessarily understand, even on like a social level, because they've been taught this their entire life. They've been perpetuated by these religious folk, and they've been taught that God doesn't like these people, and God doesn't like them because of something that they can't control. Although some religions will argue otherwise about that, whether or not they can control it. But hey, these religious folk brought a lot of negativity into her life during a very difficult time in which she was trying to transition from male to female, and there wasn't much understanding there. It really makes me think about who I was friends with before I came to the school that I graduated from. I was friends with a lot of the people that were and are now still bullying her. And that's sad to know that I was included in that group of people, and if I wouldn't have left the school to be able to get some perspective, then maybe I would have been in the group of people that was being bullied. But in light of the Orlando shootings, I just wanted to tell a personal story about we need to focus on making other people's lives better by being in them. If you can have a positive impact in someone's life, why would you not do that? Why do you want to put down someone else that's not doing anything wrong by acting on what their perception of reality is? If they're not doing anything wrong to you, why are you bringing negativity into their life? And it shows a lot of parallels. I know that this is just a small example, but it shows a lot of parallels to the stuff that happens with the Westboro Baptist Church and stuff like that, where they're protesting funerals of gay people and people in the armed services, and it's stuff like that that really it resonates with me. It's hard for me to look at these people and take them seriously, knowing that they're doing something under the false pretenses of their God. So basically the message that I'd like everyone to be able to take away from this is don't bring negativity into other people's lives just because you don't understand what they're going through. So, I guess it's